Okay.
But I'm mostly energized by the chance to do two things really. One is to make sure that we hold the majority, Republican majority, accountable for their decisions.
Okay.
Work with them as constructively as possible, but
Right.
also point out where we think our values differ. And then really work hard to get our message out to all Minnesotans so that when the next election comes around, there's a clear choice for them to be making. Well, a couple of things I'd say on that. I think that there are issues where we're going to be able to work together. Clearly, jobs is something that everybody has an interest in moving an agenda forward that's going to get more Minnesotans back to work. I think we have an example from last year with the jobs bill, with the angel investment tax credit and those kind of things that provide a model for moving forward here. Clearly, on other issues, we're going to have very stark differences about the direction I think the state needs to go, and that's just the way politics is. The other experience, though, kind of more personal that I bring to it is I served 4 years in the minority before I served the 4 years in the majority.
Okay.
And
so you've been there.
So I've been there and was able to work across the aisle on particular projects to get things done. And the reality, as you know, at the Capitol, there's a lot of high-profile things where there looks like there's a lot of antagonism.
Right.
But the vast majority of legislation gets done on a bipartisan basis and with almost unanimous passage. So that kind of basic work of government, I think we'll see a lot more, continue that cooperation. Well, I think a couple things. First, there has been new revenue in these budgets for the last 8 years, and it's just not been in the form of particular types of taxes.
Okay.
And so the thought that there hasn't been new revenue and there won't be new revenue, I think, is a little bit not accurate anyway. The bottom line is the Republicans have said they're going to be able to balance this budget without bringing in any new revenues, any new taxes. I am skeptical as to whether they can do that and keep their other promises about protecting our schools and protecting the vulnerable, people with disabilities, nursing homes. If they can do that, that's great. But I'm skeptical, but it's their budget to put out there to see what they can do. And as that rolls out, we'll work with them where we can, and if we disagree with it, we'll point that out as well. Well, even that first Thursday we got together after the election, I was expecting it to be a much different meeting than it was. We had our first caucus.
Okay.
And people really weren't beaten down or demoralized. The sense that I got is people were actually energized and energized to get our values, our message out to the people more effectively. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of soul searching in terms of lessons learned, but people are looking to the future instead of looking to the past, and I think that's a really positive thing, both for our caucus, but more importantly for Minnesota.